How are you, my class 7 English version students? Today I am starting our new topics, and our new topics is the chapter 5. Not only the new topics, we also continue this chapter, and this chapter also I just finished, and it's also our last topics. Okay, and today I am starting the blood circulation systems about the heart. This heart, basically we also know this heart is also the organ, this types of organ also the pumping machine. Here I am going to start our new topics about the heart. I just draw this figure and the heart. Okay, please everyone see the books about the heart. What's the heart? Heart is a conical shaped organ situated in between two lobes of lungs at the left side of the chest cavity. Here I just draw this shape is the conical shaped organ, and it's also situated the lungs at the left side of the chest cavity. It is covered with two-layered thin membrane called pericardium. Everyone marks the structure pericardium. Here no any the pericardium. Basically pericardium is also the extra structure or thin membrane structure. It also covered all through the heart, and it's also this name is the pericardium. Here heart is composed of heart muscles. Heart muscles, we know the three types of muscles. First is the voluntary muscles, second is the involuntary muscles, and third is the cardiac muscles. Here the heart is also the organized, the independent involuntary muscles. We also again remarks the structure independent involuntary muscles capable of expanding and contracting without others' control. So these muscles, another name is the independent involuntary muscles. Heart expands and contracts on average 72 times in every minute. It's also the throw. Keep your hand at the midpoint of your chest. Could you feel any rhythmic heartbeat? Why does it happen like this? It is due to expansion and contraction of the heart, and the another name is the expansion and contraction of heart is the called heartbeat, and heartbeat also the average of 72 times in 1 minute. Again, I just see the board, and please everyone see this figure. Here the figure I draw the structure of heart. In this structure of heart there are three layers of parts. First structure is epicardium, second is the myocardium, and third is the endocardium. There are three layers of heart, and these hearts they are also the four chamber. First chamber is the left atrium, second is the right atrium, and third is the left ventricle, and fourth is the left atrium. And I also again repeat, sorry. First is the left atrium, and second is the right atrium. Third is the left ventricle, and fourth is the right ventricle. Here, please everyone see the books. I also just explain details. Here, outer layer of epicardium. Please everyone see the board. Here, this structure is the epicardium. This structure is epicardium. Second structure is myocardium, and third is the inner cardium or endocardium. Everyone see the books, and the heart is a four-chambered whole organ. Upper two chambers of the heart are right and left atrium. Here this structure is right atrium, and this structure is the right atrium. Everyone see the board. Right atrium and the left atrium, two chambers. And third is the right ventricle, and fourth is the left ventricle. Now, upper two chambers of the heart are right and left atrium. Lower two chambers are right and left ventricles. Walls of atria are thin. These walls of atria, this structure is basically thin, and this wall is basically thickened. Again, see the books, the lower walls of atria are thin and that of ventricle are thick. Atria and ventricles are separated by two walls. Atria are smaller in size than the ventricles. Again, we also see the board. This also the atria. Basically, atria is the small size and ventricle is the large size. Here the atria and ventricles. In between two auricle and right ventricles there is atrioventricular aperture. There is the atrium and the ventricle and is that divided into the atrioventricular aperture. Again, that aperture has bulbs. Here this structure has the bulbs and it also the difference between the atrium and the ventricle. Here that aperture has bulbs. Blood can enter ventricles through these apertures. Similarly, bulbs are present in between left atrium, here the left atrium and the left ventricle, and it has also the another bulbs. This structure is also the bulbs. Here also blood from left atrium can enter into left ventricle only. Besides aorta and left ventricle joint and pulmonary artery and right ventricle joint the similar valves. These valves control the direction of one-way blood flow. Dear students, this structure or these topics is today I just giving this structure. It is also very important topics for your final exam. Here I draw the heart shape, heart structure, and I just draw first structure is the 3 layers of heart. Here again I repeat, there are 3 layers of heart. Again there are 4 chambers of heart. I think this if you try again and again, it's also very easy structure. Okay. Again, please everyone see the books. How can blood circulation through heart? Have you any idea? Heart is formed by a special type of involuntary muscles called cardiac muscles. When the heart contracts, blood from the heart flows through artery to the different parts of the body. Here this structure is the blood, this structure when the contract and the blood from the heart flows through artery to the different parts of the body. In the similar, when the heart expands, blood from different parts rush to the heart through vein. In this way, blood flows from the heart to the different parts of the body and comes back to the heart when the heart contracts and expands. There are basically 2 methods. One method is the expands and another method is the contracts. Now, our last topic is lesson 11 to 12. Here the lesson 11 to 12 there are 2 parts. First part is also the heart disease. Second part is also the causes of heart disease. Causes of heart diseases, how can we start to the heart disease and preventive measures against heart disease. Now, I also tell you a story. This story about Mr. Aman. Mr. Aman is a bank employee. He has a medium fatty body. He likes to eat fatty fish, meat and oily foods, and he is also a smoker. He works continuously from morning to night because he is a banker. With mental labor, he smokes too much. He scarcely goes for walks or takes any physical exercise. One day, after returning from the office, suddenly Mr. Aman, he felt pain on the left side on the chest. Soon this pain became serious. He lost his sense. His wife rushed to a hospital. After examining him, the doctor told that Mr. Aman is suffering from heart disease. Now tell, what are the causes of heart disease? Basically, this heart disease is very dangerous disease. Now we also know about the causes of heart disease. We have come to know about the causes of heart disease from the above stanza. These are taking too much fatty and oily foods. Fasting and fast method is also the taking too much fatty and oily foods. Second, not taking balanced food. Too much smoking, excessive mental labor, not taking part in games, movements, walking or physical exercise, etc. Here, how can we prevent preventive measures against heart disease? Avoid taking high protein and starchy food. Second, developing the habit of doing regular physical labor such as playing, walking, taking physical exercise. Third is the taking balanced food regularly, giving up the habit of smoking, trying to avoid too much heavy mental labor, too much mental pressure and remain anxiety free. 6. Developing the habit of taking fresh fruits and vegetables. 7. Not allowing body weight to increase much. Overweight enhances blood pressure of the heart. As a result, heart is affected. Dear students, I have just finished this chapter, and again I also repeat about this chapter. First topic is the digestive system and blood circulation system. Basically, we know about the first structure is the digestion of food. What is the digestion of food and how can they digest? Second structure is saliva and enzymes. We also know about the saliva and the enzymes. Basically, they also help the digestion of food. Third structure, basically third topic is also the common disease and their remedy. Basically, these diseases are also the include of digestion system. 4. Lesson 7 to 8. Basically, this structure also the base of circulation system. First structure is blood circulatory system. We know about the bloods, how many types of bloods, okay? Second is the lesson blood vessels. With the path they can flow the blood. We know about the blood vessels and the difference between the artery and vein. Now, today our new topic is the heart. Basically, this heart is the pumping machine. We know about the structure of heart and how can they flow or their blood circulation through heart. And last topic is the heart disease and preventive measures against heart disease. Everyone follow this structure and follow this chapter. Basically, this chapter is the very important chapter for your final exam. Today, that's all. Thank you.